Hey, everybody, we're live here on, well, it is the 7th anniversary of yeah, it's not the firewall, Stephen. Um, it is the 7th anniversary of this channel. Go figure, I register a YouTube channel on Mischief Night. So we decided to have a live show here. And we're going to have some fun tonight talking about, the fun times of being a 2A creator. We did a show several months ago. We kind of did the whole let's bash a certain platform, video platform that we all love to bash. But this is time to talk about the fun stuff. I do have one creator here. We might have a couple of creators joining us in a little bit here throughout the show. It's a little hard because everybody's still trying to get home on the East Coast. And I am going to bring in Mike, better known as Night Strike.
Hey,
Mike, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, and I did make that show. It's just I made like the last 5 minutes of that show.
I know.
Well, the family wanted to take me out to lunch, and I couldn't say no, and we ended up coming back late.
Well, it was your birthday.
Yeah, it was my birthday. That is true.
So I can only give you so much crap for that.
I know.
So we are sitting here. The reason why I was saying, Stephen, I know it's a firewall, and we have some people in the chat that were already teasing me. We got a little bit of a late start.
The funny thing he mentions that I was about to tell you to check your firewall, but you're having that problem earlier.
So it's funny because Stephen and I know each other. We used to work at the same company together. But yeah, it's we got a little late start here because Mike was in the pre-chat. Mike was going, you realize that your audio and your video is cutting out. I had to reboot a computer to get this thing running. So yes, no, it was not the firewall. It was the infamous, have you rebooted your computer?
Yeah. Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't turn it off. I only rebooted.
Okay. All right. We got split hairs here. Okay.
All right. Hairs here. So, but anyways, we want to talk a little bit about the fun stuff of being a 2A content creator, because, well, there's times that this is a tough job. And, for me, 7 years ago, when I registered this channel, I had no idea what this journey was going to be like. I had no idea the people I was going to meet. I had no idea that I was going to do I knew I was going to have a podcast at one time. I just didn't know when or how or any of those logistics.
Right.
So, over the 7 years that I've had this channel, it's been a lot of milestones. I mean, I remember it took me 3 months to film and edit my first video. It is still out there. And, man, I cringe when I look at that video. Just thinking about how things are now versus back then. I mean, back then you didn't even see me all you saw was my hands.
Yeah. Back then you didn't even have the orange hammer. No,
I did not have that. Well, let me think. No, I did not. No, I did not have the orange hammer back then. No, however, the orange hammer did come about probably about a year after that.
Yeah.
Is when I bought the orange hammer. For those of you who don't know the ongoing joke between Mike and myself, the orange hammer is the hammer that I used in my my MUP 1 build to bend the tabs for the frame rails. And that has become a joke. Every time Mike goes to some event, he will end up finding an orange hammer laying somewhere and send me a picture of it.
But here's the thing. That's one of the fun, as we're getting into this, that's one of the fun things about being a 2A content creator, connecting with people that you normally wouldn't connect with and having these inside jokes.
I know. Well, what's so funny is that, I mean, you're almost all the way across the country from me.
No, I am. I'm literally on the coast.
Well, you're on the coast, but I'm not all the way on the other coast.
Right.
So
you moved.
There's a Shooting Gallery New England's out there in the chat. He says, hey, almost home. I should be there in a little bit. Yeah, Joe is
that's what Joe says, but Joe's on Joe time. Be
aware. Joe is on Joe time. But out there in the chat, we do have Steven Peterson. We have Caleb F. Caleb is he's the man behind another content creator. You have me. You have the 2A boys, which I don't know why he's out in the chat and not on the show since he has the link. Hint, hint.
Did he not get the email or the text message?
He has it in a text message. But yes, we've got a few people in the chat. I'm sure some more people are out there. It looks like we have some people watching. If you're out there, throw a comment out there so we can acknowledge that you're out there. Yeah. And yes, we do have 4 giveaways that we're going to give out over this next hour.
Giveaways.
So we have some really good prizes too. We have prizes from Falco Holster. Now, Falco is the original sponsor of the podcast. So they got a very generous gift.
I'm not trying to sell out, but I could use a sponsor.
We have Tech Money out there. Hey Tech.
Hey Tech, I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I'm about to say I can't tell you the last time I've seen Tech.
He's been popping up a lot more lately, after being gone for a while.
He says, yep. So anyways, yeah, we have Falco, we have Throom targets. Throom is giving away some targets for got some targets for us for giveaway. We also have Real Avid. And we have Mantis X.
Wait. The Mantis.
They're giving away a Laser Academy.
Ooh.
So
I've played with one of those. They're nice.
I have one of those.
I didn't want to spend the money on them.
Yeah, I've been working with Mantis for a while. Yeah, there's going to be some new content with Mantis behind it that we're going to be doing on the channel. There's actually a whole series that we're working on that I've got a bunch of companies behind with products on. So it's going to be really cool. But anyways, I want to talk, Mike, for you.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing content?
Well, I've had a slight hiatus lately because of the stuff that's going around on YouTube. Them literally cracking down on anything to where you can't even show a gun anymore. Not even a picture of you holding a gun. Because they gave me, I showed a picture of me holding a 3D printed receiver and they dinged me on that.
Yeah, a little bit.
It was just a picture.
I'm going to put you on. I'm going to just pause you right there. We've got another gun tuber here. We have my good buddy Derek from Northwest Guns that jumped on.
All right.
This is the guy that decided to plant the bug of long range content and make me spend a crap load of money on a rifle build that I'm still not done.
Yeah, hey, you need Derek, to catch up, buddy.
yeah, I know, man. That gun wall. Every time I talk to you, you got that gun wall up. Talk about like feeling inadequate.
I don't have a garage, so I'm already envious.
Yeah, but don't be envious because
and I say that because I can see the garage door in the background behind him.
Yeah, but you see,
the rails.
He's down in Phoenix, so during the day that garage is 105 degrees.
Actually, our temperature broke. It's been like 79 to like 85 lately. It's been beautiful.
Tell me about Phoenix. I'm from Mesa.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Where do you live now?
South Carolina.
Oh, Charleston. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So you're right there on the coast.
Well, I'm further inland from the coast, but I do have to worry about every hurricane. Yes.
I've only been to South Carolina like once.
So M. Gabriel is out there. He says being a gun tuber is great because they send you a free MP5.
I wish.
Brother, if you are
M. Gabriel, if you would let me borrow your MP5, I would be eternally grateful. I do a video for you.
Here's the thing: is my FFL does my transfer has got an SOT and he has 5 of them. He's offered for me to come clean them and film it.
You know, maybe I need to go where you're at and, you know, visit you for a few videos and then come back.
Well, what's funny is Derek used to live here. Let's see here. Just catching up on chat here. Stephen Peterson, I have one because Jason had one. Got to hear him practicing through. So he's talking about the Mantis, the Laser Academy. Caleb's out there owning your dreams. Yeah.
That's how it goes.
See, my problem is I would go buy a civilian version of one for $3,000, but then I know I want to SBR it, put a H&K A2 stock on it, and blow another $1,000.
Right?
I'm cheap. I know where to get the Zenith MP5, you know, from MKE and Zenith Firearms. I can get just the receiver with the barrel and then trunnion already welded in for like $499. And then I could I've got tons of G3 parts lying around, you know, so all I'd have to do is just get a bolt carrier group, and then, you know, I'd be off to the races. Because the only thing you really need to change in the G3 fire control group is just the springs and the ejector lever. That's it.
Huh.
Nice.
Damn.
So let's see here. What else we have here? Caleb's talking about the Mantis X or the Mantis X, Blackbeard X. So it will be the Laser Academy from Mantis. So it'll be the dry fire.
Is that the new one?
So they just redid. So I was on the beta for the new one. They did an overhaul. It's now like version 2.5. It's pretty cool. They with me going to be doing content, I had them actually clear my account, so clear all my stuff so I could start over again. So it's gonna be kind of fun. I do like the way they went with it is pretty cool. So Caleb's like, so their app for your phone. It's their app for your phone plus the laser cartridge plus the targets and things like that. But yes, that is the giveaway. Boy, you guys you're just itching to get into that giveaway, aren't you?
They are,
right?
They're really itching to get into that giveaway.
My local shop that I sometimes do gunsmithing work for, they've got a Mantis X, I think it is. It's either the X or it's the Blackbeard X. I don't remember which one it is.
Is it for the AR or it's
the one for the AR?
So yeah, they have the Blackbeard and the Blackbeard X. The Blackbeard X has the Bluetooth into it.
Yeah. And it's fun. It's fun to play with. But again, you know, I know it's for training and whatnot, but you know, I hate to say this, but it's fun to take it in, throw it in a rifle and play with it.
Yeah. So since everybody's like really anxious to get into the giveaway, I mean, we are, you know, currently 13 minutes into it. Why don't we give away something? We're going to be giving away Real Avid here. They're going to be giving away a bench block just like this, man. I've had this since before they actually launched it, and I do like this. I just changed the barrel link on a 1911 barrel using that. So if you're out there in the chat, I want you to drop in #RA. And then we'll do the giveaway here in a couple of minutes. So put out in the chat hashtag RA.
Because I'm here, I won't enter.
Jason Schnell's out there. And we got 10 people out there, man. We want to see 10 #RAs out there so that way we can give it away. Or I could just be mean and put #RA out there and put mine. No, I won't do that. Because I already have one.
See, you're not doing this right. You don't tell them you're going to do that. You just go and do it.
Yeah, but
hey, I get to keep it.
When I run the tool and then I win, I mean, everyone's going to claim rigged.
That's the fun part,
right?
Also, it's going to be like the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started on them. On those.
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got 3 already for RA.
We got 3 already. So it's funny because Chris from the 740 was going to jump on. I got a text from him like 45 minutes ago. He's like, "Man, I'm not going to make it." He's working on it. He's a plumber, so he's working on a sewer line.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Hey, there's a Camilla Harris joke in there somewhere." And then I dared him to do a YouTube short. Look at that, Shooting Gallery New England. Yeah, you see, he figured he'd hang out in the chat
Instead of
driving,
jump
so
in.
that way he could enter, so that way he's not on the panel yet.
Oh.
But yeah, no, it's going back to what you were saying earlier, Mike, about it's great being in this community because you meet so many different people. I mean, what's so funny was,
if I wasn't doing what I did, I would have never met the vice president of PSA. Ian, not Ian, but yeah, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know you're talking.
Josiah. Because I say that because he has the same last name as Ian from Forgotten Firearms.
But
Forgotten Weapons.
I mean, it's funny because like Derek, I was shooting at a gun range, and then I remember Derek going by. He's like, "Hey, there's the Rogue Banshee at the gun range." Of course, we had Derek and I got a chance to like sit down and have coffee one day, and we had a good time. God, we sat there and talked for like an hour, just BSing and having a good time.
Gabriel, I hope he wasn't working on that Russian fluids line. No, I think they got the North Koreans working on that one.
There you go. But no, it's just kind of cool having this whole family of people out there.
Right.
We have let's see here. We have Patriot from Warsaw out there. Well, hey, buddy. Hey, really quick, man. You joined a little late. Quick put #RA out there, Patriot from Warsaw. I'm wondering who that is. I'm using air quotes for those who are listening to this over on the audio side.
I wonder
who that is.
Looks at the gun tube sign he made me.
So, hey, Patriot, we are going to do the first giveaway here in another minute. So make sure you quick put down #RA. We're going to give away a Real Average Bench Block. Oh boy, I cannot talk today, can I? Real Average Bench Block. Totally cool product. Love working on that. He is. Warsaw Patriot is gone. I got an upgrade.
I see that.
And we have is it
Curmudgeon in Alaska?
Curmudgeon in Alaska. Hey, buddy, how you doing out there? Hey, if you've been listening, make sure you put in #RA. We're gonna probably another 30 seconds. We're gonna pick a winner here. But yeah, it's the people I've met, it's so cool. And people have been so great to help out, like Derek, as much as I just bitch about how much money he cost me over the past year.
And it's funny because then you meet people you didn't think would be in your area, like how I met Mark Novak.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was in my area, and apparently he backyard,
Yeah. So let's see here. Let me share out the screen here because I'm just being really stupid today.
You said it, not me.
Well, more than normal, right?
Okay, all right. We'll go with that one.
That works. That works.
I'm not giving Jason a hard time. It's like me and Jason have known each other forever, so this is our normal. This is our normal banter.
If you knew half the conversations me and Jason usually have.
That's exactly how that goes.
All right, so we got 5 entries for #RA. Let's see who is getting a bench block here. Jason Schnell. Awesome. All right, Jason, what I need you to do, I know you are definitely a norm on the channel there. I need you to send me an email to, let's see here, what email address do I want to use? Let's just say winner@trb.fyi. Just send me an email. I need to know your contact info, your address, and all that neat stuff. So that way I can get Real Avid to send this out to you and get you a bench block. It's a cool product. I really do like that thing. It is it helps me a lot when I'm working on stuff, and it's like you never have enough hands.
I don't even have one of those things.
You need
Yeah.
one.
I don't have one either. I've got normal bench blocks.
Yeah, we got Angry Sarge out there.
Angry Sarge.
Angry
There you
Sarge
go.
is out there listening.
Been a while, Sarge.
Yeah, Sarge, man, thanks for dropping in. It's funny because Sarge and I were just on a team chat the other day. He's another person from
Oh wow.
wow, man, I really locked up there, didn't I?
Look at Jason's response.
Wow. It's been early. I was up at 2:00 this morning, so I'm a little punch drunk here. From University. He was Sarge and I he's an amazing guy. Just knowing his story and everything, he's a really, really amazing guy. I'm kind of really ducking Caleb because I still owe him something from Freedom Crew for like 2 months ago. for Angry Sarge, no doubt. But yeah,
this live stream now, we can just call it end. You can split the things between us. We can go.
Yeah, we can call it a night and go hang out. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, there you go. But no, it's great knowing the people. But let's think a little bit about like behind the scenes, like because that's the thing is everybody sees us like in front of the camera. The behind the scenes thing, like.
We're more rated R behind the snes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's
viewer discretion is advised. Let's put it that way. Right? Because I don't know if you heard Jason before we started, but he sounded like he just came off the ship.
Yeah, we got the parental symbol up on this.
So that's the funny thing, right? is people who get to know me. I'm a little different off screen than I am on screen. Not like I'm fake, but if I get to know you, my language is a little bit looser.
And I have to watch what I say on everybody else's podcast because everybody else's podcast is cleaner than mine. So and that's the other problem. I've been trying to clean up my image too. So I am not cussing out a storm anymore when I'm on people's podcasts or even on mine because I'm trying to clean up my image. But the problem is when we're off air, all bets are off.
Yeah, and it's funny is I remember so back when I had an FFL and I was doing transfers in this room before it was an actual YouTube studio. It was funny is I had a National Guard. One of my customers was a National Guard, and he was just getting ready to retire, and he was talking about when he was coming back from deployment. He's been deployed a couple of times. He's come back from deployment. He's so used to language when you're deployed versus when you're back home, and his first night.
It's nothing. Language when you're deployed is like expletives here. Right? I've never been in the military myself. But I have tons of friends that were in the military, and they told me flat out, being in the military, it's just like you learn how to speak in expletives.
Yeah, I mean, Derek would know. He was in the military, but anyway, it was so funny. Is my wife and I, we both grew up, just outside of Philly, and we're leaving. We was done doing a transfer. We're walking upstairs, and he's coming up right to the top of the stairs. He drops an F-bomb. The exact phrase he said at the dinner table, right? And then he realized instantly that my wife was standing there, right?
Oops.
And he's like, I'm so sorry, and I'm laughing, right? Because he doesn't know my wife, and and she's like, she looked at him and she dropped an F-bomb back at him, and it's just like, a very derogatory against his gender F-bomb against him, and walked off, and he's just like, and I'm like, dude, she's worse than you. was like, if you knew what our language was just here by ourselves. Yeah. Well, speaking of language, Shooting Gallery New England.
It's actually just Shooting Gallery, but I'll give you a pass.
Yeah,
right.
He's in Florida now. He's no longer in.
Yeah, we're going vintage.
We're going
Yeah.
And that's the thing is that you see, I've known Joe for Joe, how long have we known each other? 5 years?
Yeah, probably.
And
known
that's
Joe
the
for a
thing is
while,
I'm so
too.
used to New England. I mean, I remember the night his original logo was created by Clovertac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is vintage right there.
Well,
yeah, it is.
Old chats.
Speaking of Clovertac, and I'm going to go completely off script here. Ghost Tactical made my logo.
That's funny. I know Ghost has made a couple of logos for people.
This one
too.
right here. Ghost Tactical made this one. But the reason why I say it's funny we talked about Clover is because Ghost and Clover do a show almost every weekend.
Well, you can't speak one without the other. It's
I've known them ever since they started their YouTube channels.
Yeah, I know you've known them a lot longer than I have.
Because we were all gun channels together before when everybody started.
Right.
Before gun channels went away. So.
Yeah, that was a tough.
For those that don't know, gun channels was like a Facebook community for gun YouTube.
I remember that. I think I was a part of that at one point.
Yeah,
well, Joe, you know that Mike was gun channels.
Really? Oh, I thought it was somebody else.
I wasn't gun channel. No, I was an administrator that ended up helping G-Webs out. Gun websites.
G-Webs, that's right.
Gun websites was the owner of gun channels, and eventually me and him really hit it off, and I started helping him with gun channels, administrating and monitoring where I could, but eventually it just got to be too much, and he decided it was time to hang up the hat.
Yeah, I mean, I just officially gave up on pretty much all social media unless I have to do it for my channel. I feel so happy and free.
I don't like social media, but realize the guys, those of you that are here in the panel and outside watching on YouTube, social media, YouTube is social media.
Yeah.
So it is. So if you have a YouTube channel, you got to do Facebook. You got to do. I don't do it. You got to do Instagram. Otherwise, you don't do the big ones, then you're not going to get as much.
I'm banned on Twitter. I'm banned on Twitter and X.
I'm not.
Are you really?
I can't get things.
That's what?
Yeah, I don't know. My account's permanently banned, and I banned my phone number.
So while we're talking here, I want everybody to throw out there the hashtag Throom, THROOM. We're going to give another prize away here in a few minutes. Throom is doing a set of hang toughs. I think that's like $125 for that target set there. So probably about 5 minutes, we're going to give away some targets there. So do hashtag Throom. Yeah, there you go.
All right.
I just look at the chat and instantly start.
Just look at the chat. Yeah, Northwest Guns are throwing that.
Hey, free targets, man. I'm going to jump in on this one. I'm sorry.
I'm
Derek,
still running off.
Have you
of
shot?
Targets.
Have you shot Throom before?
No.
Well,
we'll talk later.
It's one of the booths I want to take you to at SHOT this year.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. So we get together at SHOT.
That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun hanging out together. Sorry, Joe. What were you saying?
Hashtag rigged.
what I was saying was I haven't had to buy targets probably in the past 4 years because I did 2 range day events, and then Optics Planet was just giving out booklets of them. I'm still running off the booklets of that, and I'm like, this is awesome. I haven't had to buy targets since I can't remember last time. And then even before then, when I was in Mass, the shop I worked at, they just gave me the targets. I didn't have to pay for targets, so I was like, oh, this is awesome. Hell yeah.
So Bunny, that's the wrong one.
Wrong one. That is not a shroom.
That'd be T, not an S.
T. Not You're
one letter off.
We are not doing psychedelics. Sorry.
Can you imagine if we did that on a stream? We just did some psychedelics and just let it go.
It would be a little scary, wouldn't it?
That's when you get the inner humor and the inner monologues.
Yeah.
That's not on here. Oh, that would be.
Can you imagine
Money.
if we were allowed to live stream and do like what Drunk History does, only with guns? Like talking about guns?
That couldn't
here's
you
the
couldn't
thing. You
do
want to
it.
grab a couple bottles of Jameson and a 12-pack. I'm
Well,
down.
Well, we could do it, but we'd have to turn it to audio only on YouTube, and we could stream it on Rumble.
Right?
That's true. That's true. We could.
But that's the other thing. Two of the people on this stream don't drink, so
better start working on it.
I do occasionally.
I thought Jason didn't drink. Oh, I didn't know that.
What?
Jason,
I don't really drink, so
I don't drink when I'm away from home. My whole thing about drinking away from home is that when people drink, they do stupid things, and when people are doing stupid things, I want to be the smartest person in the room. Then I can be stupid inside my own house, right?
Well,
yeah. Well, I mean, my wife's kind of used to that, so.
But I hope they don't have NRL night like they did 2 years ago. Oh my God. Not a range day over a shot. Dude, me and about 15 other PRS shooters / YouTubers were getting smashed. It was so much fun though.
Yeah, I'm not going shots, so
reminds me of the time a lot of the gun channels guys went to it was 2018. We all went to the Tulsa Gun Show.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like, gun websites. It was me. It was Clover and Ghost, Travis P11. Who else? Never Enough Ammo was there too. So we had it was a bunch of us, and we decided we didn't want to stay at the hotel, so we all we found a place and we went to do karaoke.
Oh, I'll drink. I'm not doing karaoke.
Money.
That's an interesting
karaoke. It gets worse.
Karaoke.
Another YouTuber, Cycle Camp. He came with us. He got there a little late. And the funny thing is, he went up there and started singing Elvis and Sinatra and completely wasted us. And it was like, he cheated. He's like, no, I didn't cheat. I just didn't tell you I go to karaoke often. And I'm like, damn.
All right, so you got another couple of minutes to do a hashtag throom.
Jason, we got to get Shooting Gallery to SHOT Show one of these years. He's got to come.
Nah.
Why? He did a whole video about how SHOT Show is dead and it sucks.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I did.
and then suffered the wrath of
a few people.
YouTuber that we mentioned earlier for it.
Yeah, well, I got a few.
I can see how SHOT Show has benefited my wall. I mean, a little bit.
Gee.
Well,
how about this? Here's a perfect example. I've never been to SHOT, and I think my wall has benefited as well. Just throwing it out there, Just
here.
All I've got is this flag.
But that's because you go to the stuff nobody else goes to.
Yeah,
here,
I'm
here, let me put the camera.
I'm an innovator.
Screwed up.
I camera up for you.
I teased Joe about that, but it's you go to a lot of events on the East Coast there.
Right. Yeah, that's the good thing about moving to Florida is a lot of events now are kind of within 8-hour drive. Just did the Gathering this year. I did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, that's where me and Nice Break finally met.
Yeah.
There's a couple. I was gonna do Suppress Fest this past weekend, but I just didn't feel like leaving my house, to be quite honest. And but yeah, no, I don't really leave the East Coast. I'm like that. There's got to be like something big going on for me to leave the state of Florida. Perfectly.
I mean,
honest.
It's like the hurricane that chased you back up to Massachusetts.
Yeah, it did. It did. that SOB went right over my house. Like it was just a direct path to my house.
For the longest time, they said it was gonna curve up, come my way, and it decided to just go over your house and out to sea.
Yeah, it literally was just like, nope, right over my house.
It was like, peace, I'm out.
I remember sending the text message to Joe. Are you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm in Massachusetts.
Yeah, I flew home because I got the last flight out of Orlando to get home. All right, I had a flight out of Tampa the day before. It got canceled almost immediately. That's when they shut all the flights down. I pleaded and begged, and I was, oh, please help me, ma'am, to the person at American Airlines, and they diverted my flight, and I had to wake up at like 4:30 in the morning to drive to Orlando, and yeah, it took me 4.5 hours. That usually takes me about, it was like Mad Max getting out of the state because so many people were leaving the state, and
was it World War Z where they got everybody trying to get on the planes?
Exactly what it was like.
World War Z.
I have never been more aggravated sitting in a terminal that I had no coffee. There was no AC. There were screaming kids everywhere. I was just sitting there, just redlining. And my dad called me, and I'm like, I'm gonna let this one go to voicemail. But yeah, no, yeah, hurricanes, and also I'm good traveling. If I can't drive.
Well, you see, you traded off low capacity magazines for hurricanes.
Yeah, low capacity magazines, hurricanes, and
can we show magazines, or are magazines a no-go?
It's a no-go. It's
a no-go. Yeah.
Anything.
No. So magazines this small to magazines like this tall. There we go.
Yeah.
So last call for hashtag Throom out in the chat, man. Make sure you throw that hashtag out there. We're gonna give away some targets here in just a minute. But yeah, it's been interesting watching Joe's journey to freedom.
Right, Joe would complain about the magazine capacity and the stuff he can't have, and I tell him go down to Florida, you'll be happy, and he goes down to Florida, and bam, he's like, now I can have everything, and he doesn't know what to get.
Joe used to tag me on compliance work that he was doing.
You do, before you said,
because he knew it pissed me off.
You got there, you're like, I have so much freedom, I don't know what to do.
I think I had like a CZ Parrot. Like
first thing I would have bought would have been an SBR. I would have been like, close, $200 on a tax stamp.
Close. I got a suppressor, and I have my second suppressor that just showed up to my FFL today. So
I'm waiting. So I'm waiting on my damn suppressor right now because the way Silencer Central sends it, and then I didn't know that if you bought something a suppressor out of state and has sent into the state of Arizona, there's a 7-day mandatory waiting period.
What?
Yeah, I just found that out. I'm a little pissed off about it, but it gets shipped out next Tuesday.
Damn.
Yeah, I know.
On that note, since Derek just made us all depressed, let's give something away.
Yeah.
I didn't realize Arizona turned into California.
No, well, it went blue last election.
Don't even get me started. That's only because of Maricopa County.
Yeah.
Well, it's because we don't.
And it's because all the Californians.
Okay, so last election we didn't have a real sheriff here. We had Pizzone, who was a big fucking douche. Sorry, don't mean to hope you weren't trying to get this monetized.
Our pile was getting up in age, though, so you realize.
Thanks, Derek.
Hey, you're welcome. Glad I can help you.
All right, so let's give away the Throom targets. We've got 8 entries.
My name was actually in there. Oh my god!
My name's in there too. If it's my name, do it again, right?
Steven Peterson.
There we go.
Targets, Steven. I will contact you later. I do know. Steven and I used to work together. Actually, we were just texting yesterday, talking about day job stuff, because both of us work in the same industry. But yeah, we're just both of us are basically just. Well, bitching about our industry.
You don't say.
Are you doing that earlier
before everybody else got here too?
Hold on,
so yeah,
I'll be right back.
All right, now that Joe's gone, we can talk. We can talk all kinds of smack about him.
Yeah, we could. Good.
We should do is just kick him. He's like trying to figure out how to get back in. It was so funny is at Freedom Crew University. I remember one time we were having an instructors meeting, and so Marine Gun Builder, he's the leader of that. We're all sitting there, and he had internet problems and he dropped, right? So given like it's me, dark, Angry Sarge. I mean, it's let's face it, we're all smart asses, right?
Yeah.
So,
I've
so
spoken
we're
with
like,
Marine gun builders several times.
yeah.
He's right up there with you.
So we're sitting there going, so when he came back, we all had this thing is when he came back, we were just going to we just all froze, right? So he's in there, is like, what the hell's going on? He's like screwing around. And finally we just couldn't hold it anymore. We just started laughing. And he's just like, damn it. But yeah, it was it's always fun when you get a bunch of smart asses together. You just have no idea. Joe, what you miss is we were trying to figure out what we were going to do to screw with you since you stepped away for a second.
Sorry, I just got home from work. As you guys delightfully said earlier, I'm on Joe time. Sorry, I wear from Safety Harbor down to Sarasota, it's a little bit of a haul. So,
Joe,
and I
we're
also
just messing with you. We're not being serious,
of course. And I also have my own show tonight too. But I know this was an important show for Jason, so I told him, hey, make sure you remind me because I'm gonna forget. And he texted me yesterday, and I'm like, all right, cool. You reminded me. Awesome. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to make sure I'm on this show for a little bit. And I appreciate, because me and Jason have always been cool. He helps me with my tech support when I don't know how to work my Final Cut Pro.
Usually when I see Joe calling, it's like, I know what that's about.
Fluffy Bunny is right. Fluffy Bunny is right.
That is totally not about 2A or firearms. That is totally about his Mac.
Yep.
Fluffy Bunny is right. DLD time is worse than Joe time.
Oh,
yeah, DLD time
100%.
Yeah. What's funny is I can't go on DLD's show anymore because it ends up being like 4.5 hours long when the two of us get on.
I have we run our own podcast.
Yeah, that's right. You do, don't you, Joe?
Yeah, we have the Pumongous podcast. Relatively every Sunday on Rumble, and I know Pumongous, and I'll be like, all right, we're starting.
Podcast is Pumongous podcast.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome. It's the greatest name ever. But yeah, we'll be like, hey, we're gonna start at like what 9's gonna be good. It's like 9:20, and I'm like. And I always write technical difficulties, and people are getting like kind of schooled up to the fact that it's dark.
Don't get me started on technical difficulties. Jason knows who I'm going to talk about, and I'm not talking bad about him. But our Jason, our friend, Budget Guns and Gear Reviews. You remember Budget?
Yeah,
he is the epitome of technical difficulties. He's got it down to an art form.
Budget is my brother. We were not this past SHOT Show, the SHOT Show before. So in that house, it was me, Budget, Clover, Ghost, and Clover's wife, right? So I was bunking with Ghost. They had a bunk beds, and you get two guys that snore. It's Ghost and I. And then what's funny is that Budget was literally living underneath the stairs. He had a blow-up mattress underneath the stairs.
You want to hear snoring?
You too, right?
You want to hear snoring? Last year at IV88, Dark had to be the poor sap that slept on the couch, and it's an open ceiling. It's me, Coda Boy 32, and Flying Rich. That dude. You want to talk? We kept the entire house up. He was just like, why?
So Budget and I, we were trying to do like the, you do the like, how can I outdo you type of thing. And when we were trying to outdo each other about like our age, and we found out that both of us were born on the same day, same year. We're like that. I mean, what's the odds, right? That you're going to run into the same day, same year.
It's time to get down to the hour then.
Well, what's funny is he doesn't know what hour he was born. So I like to say I missed breakfast, but I was on time for lunch.
I can tell you, I know when I was born, and it was after dinner.
You missed a meal?
I missed a meal when I was born.
See, I missed breakfast, but man, I made sure I was there for lunch.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was.
I got there in time for the midnight snack, though.
Yeah, but what Joe was talking about was snoring with Flying Rich. So the shot house this past year, there was a complaint about all the snoring, and Flying Rich was one of the people snoring. The one person that was talking about it was like, you guys eventually, all three of you eventually like synchronize, and we're different bedrooms, right?
So what? Did they turn it into a giant transforming robot that snored?
Yeah, pretty much.
What was it? My first SHOT Show, I did the same thing to Affordable Optic and Rifle Reviews, which is now Epic Arms. I was like, dude, let's share a room for the night. Cool. Get in there. Dude, he wakes me up like 20 minutes into, because I crashed. And 20 minutes later, he goes, dude, you need to get the fuck out. He's like, you're snoring, but too goddamn loud for me. I'm like, are you fucking serious? So I got put into had to go out to a couch, like in this little foyer, and I was just snoring. And everybody was just like, who the fuck is snoring? It was just ridiculous. But I remember you telling me about that one.
That was pretty amazing in that house. But yeah, it's funny talking about that stuff. Well, where is that from? Has anybody experienced YouTube interruptions? So what are you talking about interruptions there, Patriot? Yeah, it's funny. Again, going back to that whole community thing, it's like you don't know people until you like live with them for a week at an event. And sometimes that's a good thing, and sometimes that's not so
sometimes
great.
It's a bad thing because when you fall asleep and you don't answer the door, and someone sends you some other YouTuber who didn't go sends you a pizza, and you're not there to answer the door to get the pizza, you hear about it for the rest of your life,
right?
From the other guys.
So let's get ready for the next drawing here in a few minutes. So do hashtag Mantis for the Laser Academy. So throw hashtag Mantis out there in the chat, so that way you can be in the drawing for it. By the way, I haven't seen anybody not in the U.S., but these are only open to those that are in the U.S. I am sorry. I do know I have a couple of people that are in other countries that do watch this. But yeah, it is so funny watching certain personalities. It's like I know certain people from talking to them on the phone, texting, emails, watching their shows, being on their shows and stuff like that. But it's different, man, when you gotta live with them for a week.
Well, the thing is, Clover seems, nice and and jovial on camera, but off camera, he is the epitome of a grump.
When you go to shot with Clover, it is 100% business 110% of the time.
Yeah.
He is all business, which there's nothing wrong with that. I learned a lot from Ghost and Clover for my first 2 years going to shot. I
love Chris. Don't get me wrong. I love Chris, but I don't know if he smiles when he's off camera.
Well, you can't tell because he's got that beard.
Exactly. Exactly.
He's got that Billy Goat beard.
But I love him to death. I've known him for years. He's a great guy, though. He really is. He's just, we like to mess with him.
Montana Bam Bam. That's a new one for me. Montana. Where are you out of?
Gee, I'm interested.
What's that?
So now you got me interested, wondering where you're out of Montana.
Right?
Yeah.
Can't wait to get back up there next spring.
Yeah, I don't know if I want you up here. Well, you snuck up here. You snuck up here and didn't even tell me, and then ran off. And I had to find out from one of your videos that you were here. I'm like, I knew
that video 2 years ago.
That bastard was up here.
No, I'll be coming up in the spring because I'm picking up my motorcycle up there in the spring, and then probably gonna be up there for about 5 days. I figured me and you could get together and do a collab real quick.
Sure, if we're still talking.
Well, watch. You know, I'll end up jumping, going up to Montana. You're like, get the hell out of here.
Right?
This is why
I don't know.
leave
You
state.
kind of left me. It's like I start getting into rifle stuff, and you like bye.
Well, that's why I want to bring this one up for you to try.
Yeah,
That's that's my 257 SRT. I want to bring that one up for you to try.
so we'll have to. Yeah, it's gonna be funny. I can't. I can't wait until spring comes. I just am not going to get that rifle out before spring. I'm looking at all the stuff I've got to do before spring, and the weather's changing, and I don't know. I might go out there and lay down in the snow and do some long range stuff, but I don't know. It's going to be.
Why I live in the South. I don't got to deal with any cold or snow.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah,
I don't like shoveling snow.
It was so funny when Joe was up in Massachusetts bitching about the snow all the time.
See, I want the snow.
Oh,
I want to be back in the snow. I don't want this 150
That is
and
the
170
seventh circle of
I lived
hell.
in Kentucky when I went to high school. Okay, so I went to high school in Kentucky, and I had like a mile-long driveway that I had to shovel every time it snowed.
Yeah, I'm all set. It's awesome that I can go to the range any Saturday, even in the summer around noontime, because no one wants to be outside. I go out there, I sweat bullets, I get my shooting done for the videos. It's perfect. Like, I don't need to deal with snow. I'm all set.
Yeah, my problem is with Florida is trying to find a long range area.
Yeah, I'm in Southwest Florida, so I think there's only two.
I mean,
Yeah, there's one up in the Panhandle somewhere. Somebody told me about, and then there's one supposed to be like central area.
It's in Manatee County.
So I was just like, I'm like, Florida wouldn't do it for me, man, because I got to have somewhere where I can at least shoot past 700.
I'm just getting into USPSA shooting now, and I absolutely love it.
If I could get a forestry mulcher out in my backyard, I could get at least 900 yards.
What are we doing sitting here, man? Let's get tickets. Come on.
'Cause I've got a backyard range. The problem is I've only got like about 100 yards.
Yeah, but isn't it all underwater from the last hurricane you had?
No, it's gone.
I guess you got your fiber back, or are you still running on Starlink?
No, I'm fiber. The Starlink is the layover now in case the internet power goes out.
Yeah, mine's still sitting on a pole out there that I'll activate if I need to. But Fluffy Bunny was talking about he hates snow, so he's with Joe there.
Well, the funny thing is they gave me like a couple months free service because of the whole Hurricane Helene situation.
Yeah. So yes, I've been ignoring Steven for years now.
Yep. That's fine.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing there's no direct route from Helena to where Steven lives. So it's easy for me to ignore him then. Let's see here. Did you TRB? I don't believe it. I feel like he's talking about me ignoring.
All I'm gonna say is outside of Louisville. Let's just put it that way.
Where in Kentucky did you go to high school out? Artak, who are you talking?
He's talking to me.
He's talking to you? I missed the Kentucky part. I must have been
I went to high school in Kentucky, so right outside of Louisville. Let's put it that way. I don't want to dox myself, right? Even though I'm on the YouTube. So.
Tech Money, I love the snow, but hate shoveling. You see, that's why I bought a snowblower, and I bought a really freaking big one too. I just got sick of shoveling it. So make sure you guys put #Mantis out there. We got 7 entries because we're going to be giving away the Laser Academy. Great prize. I love seeing Mantis come out with new stuff. They just came out with some new Blackbeard X's too. They now have the AR-10. I forget the other ones. There's a couple more rifles that they did the Blackbeard X on.
Nice.
Let's see here. Oh, the refreeze. Yeah, the refreeze is fun. Let's see here. What else we got here? Tech Money. I have no problem with the snow if it could be trained to stay off the roads and the sidewalk.
Hey, Jason, I got to roll, man. I got to finish doing a couple things for my show, but I just want to come on, show some support. And,
I appreciate it, brother.
And we'll have to definitely get.
I got to jump back on your show again sometime soon.
Yeah. So do I.
I know.
It's been a couple of years since I've done that.
I know. Yeah, we'll
Joe, you got to send me a link, dude. You got to send me a link.
guys, just text me. Like, I'll figure it out. Like,
I don't have your number.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, I'm just proud of myself. I got the next 3 weeks booked, and that's the first time I've had that in probably a good minute. So, like, it's all up from here. So.
Anybody cancels, I'm down.
I'm actually surprised with SHOT Show season coming up.
I know. That's why I said I don't need to go to SHOT. Why? Why would I need to do that? So, all right. On that note, peace out, homies.
Later.
Later, guys.
See you, man. So, Sarge, they do not have an AK model. I'm sorry to say.
Bummer.
I know some things I'm not allowed to talk about, though.
Don't talk about them then.
So let's let me see. We got
First rule Fight Club. Don't talk about Fight.
Yeah. Patriot, definitely drop me a line, man. I know we've been trying to talk to each other for like ever. So yeah, definitely drop me a line, brother. Have a safe one, man. Seated at goals. Sarge just talked about the AK-1. It's not officially released, Sarge. Let's see here. It's about the Blackbeard X for the AK.
Okay, all right. People want to see the China Strike. All right, fine. Give me a second.
The what?
They want to see something. Here, hold on. Audio avatar.
Okay, you.
There we go.
Okay, I'm about to say you took your camera off and said they want to see something, so that leaves a
there we
lot
go.
to the imagination.
The China Strike. It's basically my China Beach logo.
So, all right. So now that Strike's on his China Beach thing, let's go to let's bring up the Mantis here. And there we go. Mantis, hashtag Mantis, last call, because I'm going to hit this button in about 5, 4, 3, 2. You're too late. Oh, I don't have no problems with the control. Angry Sarge with the Mantis.
Oh, man,
hashtag I win. That's
hashtag I win.
He put it like right there.
After he did wasn't he the one about hashtag rigged? Didn't he say that?
Yes. I think we should redo it. No.
I think we should. No, I'm kidding.
So Sarge, I'll get in touch with you later, brother. We'll get your info over to Mantis so you can get the Laser Academy. But no, it's so funny. It's so funny when you get to know all these like inside jokes, like like we've been talking about for the past 57 minutes. But it's kind of funny. I know Caleb was out there. He's like, they ignored us and they forget we're here. No, I know, but yes, I am ignoring you sometimes.
Sometimes, but not often.
But not often, just you. Because I've been doing it for 2 months because I owe you something. But no, it's just it's funny. There's a lot of stuff when you're running these shows. There's a lot of stuff I got going on here. Like we're talking and you hear me lose track of what I'm doing because like right now I'm setting up for the next giveaway, which by the way, put out in the chat hashtag Falco, FALCO.
Okay. All right.
So Falco, like I said earlier, Falco is the original sponsor of the podcast. I've been working with Falco holsters for 2 years now. It's so funny because I ran into Falco holsters at SHOT, and when I mean ran into, I almost literally ran over this guy. Right? It was so funny because I was walking through. It was my first year at SHOT, and I'm walking around, and like you go around SHOT, there are. Man, you could spit and hit a holster company, right? Mm-hmm. And so I was like walking along, I was just looking around and I was looking at Falco and like, oh, cool. They make leather holsters. Yeah, I like leather holsters. And I'm like, cool. I like making a mental note of, I want to come back to this one. And right when I turned my head, Martin from Falco Holsters is standing in the middle of the aisle. He was not letting one more person walked past his booth. And I almost like literally ran over Martin. Now I'm 6'2", and Martin comes up to like here on me. Right? He's a little guy. He was going to get pancaked.
That reminds me of the first time I met Ghost.
And we got talking. Let me see. I wonder what politician is calling me, telling me to vote. I can't wait until this thing's over so I can stop getting the text and all the.
I've already voted.
So wait, what Sarge put out?
Don't want to win. Yeah, right, Sarge. Yeah, right.
So I just about ran over Martin. It was so funny is I talked to him, and it's fun. Like last year, Martin and I started what we call our cultural exchange. So I brought a bottle of Willie's Huckleberry liquor to SHOT Show. Ooh. And he brought this stuff called Tatrita out of because they're not here in the US. They're over in Slovakia. So this thing, he's like, yeah, he goes, we call this stuff transporter juice. And I'm like, what do you mean transporter juice? So this stuff's 52% alcohol. He goes, you drink this stuff, and then the next morning you magically have been transported somewhere else, and you have no idea how you got there.
Sounds like
we had my wife and
sounds like White Lightning.
Yeah. So, but this stuff is it's black tea flavored. So this stuff's harsh. Like, I mean, I like drinking my whiskey just straight. But this stuff, man, I actually we'll take iced tea and put this stuff into it because, man, you can't have much of this stuff. This stuff really will knock you on your.
Well, you're in Montana. Where the heck are you going to transport to? South Dakota?
Maybe.
Bozeman. I mean.
Bozeman's. Well, I don't know if I want to be transported to Bozeman, Los Angeles. Nope. But no, it's funny, because it's funny because so at SHOT Show this year, his wife literally had a kid like a couple of days before he left for SHOT Show.
Damn.
Right. That's so I was talking to him at SHOT. I'm like, man, your wife must be like the most understanding person in the world for you to have a kid and you go, see ya. Right. And, because she was nursing and all that stuff, he saved this bottle. And I was talking to him. I was like, did you finally drink that? He's like, yeah, we drank it. It didn't last long. Because that stuff's like drinking like candy. He's like, my wife really doesn't drink, but yeah, she liked that. And I go, all right, so let's work on next year's cultural exchange. And he's like, yeah, I want another bottle of that. Like, all right, man, I'll bring another bottle of the Willie's. But it's funny talking about, Derek talking about Bozeman. One year I ran into, I was down at Mystery Ranch's booth at SHOT.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So this was 2 years ago. So I was walking along and they see, you see the media badge, right? And so everybody tends to run away from the green badge. But the one lady, she was looking at it and she saw Helena, Montana. I'm like, yeah, I had to stop by another, Montana booth, and we got talking, and somehow we got talking about Willie's, and she's like, we got someone back. You want to go drinking? I'm like, no, I'm good. So yeah, apparently they hide some Willie's. I don't know if they still do it. But apparently they hide some Willie's, but
that's when you say, yeah, I could go for a shot.
Yeah, but you see, I don't drink when I go out. But you see, if I went another way, you did a little pun on shot. You see, shot.
Yeah, shot. I know. I got it. I got the dad joke. Yes, thank you.
You get the dad joke?
Yes.
So if anybody hasn't put out there for Falco, make sure you put out there. So Falco really stepped up on this gift. It's not just a holster. It is a holster, a belt, and a single mag pouch.
Now I'm hoping to win this.
Yeah. So,
yeah, me too.
So Falco with their holsters, they are handmade. These are handmade. They're the quality of these things are amazing. I absolutely love these things. And yeah, if you want something special,
Yeah.
they got some great things. I've got a holster. It's back in the closet there, but it was hand carved. They did it was
All right.
the design of it was all hand carved. Expensive holster, but it was amazing. So yeah, definitely make sure you have that out there. But so like talking about like working with companies, what companies do you guys like working with? I mean, or you've worked in the past with?
Elfman triggers, one of my
Yeah,
big ones.
you got me kind of addicted to the Elfman triggers.
Pristine
Derek has got me into some really bad habits over the past year of just like going, what? Yeah, no, that $50 trigger is just not going to work in your AR.
Yeah, I'm bougie. I can't help it. Elfman, Pristine, Heller Arms, MC3, Macmillan MC3. I'm gonna be working with them here on some new stuff.
That's cool.
Hint, guys, keep an eye on their website. They got some new stuff coming out. You guys are it's gonna knock your socks off. Element Optics was a good one.
We had adjustable bag rider too.
Oh, Long Shot Precision, adjustable
Long
bag
shot
riders.
precision, yeah.
Accuracy Solutions. They make the
He sends
Bipod
me texts all
XT.
the time too.
Yeah, the Bipod XT that I have up here on this top rifle. I'm in the bottom rifle here. Accutech bipods. Gotta love Accutech bipods. So, as you guys can see right there on that one.
Yeah.
This is one rig that no one's seen yet on the. I don't have the actual home stock for it yet, but that's an MC3 up there.
Nice.
God, what else have I worked with?
So I figured we talked about a bunch of companies since Derek dropped a few F-bombs and it's not going to get monetized anyway.
Right. There's only two companies I've really worked with, besides PSA. And that's the guys at JSD Optics, JSD Supply, and Gideon Optics.
Gideon Optics, yeah, they're
those are the guys I work with.
They're really good. They're really good friends of the channel for me. As Jordan liked to say, he was really happy when I did my build because it kept him for 3 years from having to do a build video.
Yeah. No, Bob did one too.
He did, but Jordan didn't have to do one.
Jordan didn't have to do
I stopped by the Gideon Optics booth at SHOT Show, and I haven't been able to get a hold of them. But that's okay. SHOT Show's coming back up around anyways here. So.
Did you not talk to Bob?
You see, I'm gonna.
If you're gonna talk to Gideon Optics, talk to Bob. Yeah. You know, he's also at JSD. You know, they do everything. They do JSD, Gideon Optics.
I'm gonna take him down to Gideon's booth.
Yeah, we're gonna.
You got to talk to Bob.
So all right. So you did JSD Supply, PSA. What other?
Gideon Optics. That's it. Those are the only ones. Those are the only ones that want to work with me.
Otis is a good one too.
So. Oh yeah, there you go.
Otis on the spot. And
then there's my own company, GunTube.
GunTube, yeah, the good old GunTube. What's so funny is
funny.
Oh, so South Dakota. Forgot to throw them out there.
There you go. There is a video that I did for a company that is hosted on GunTube that was embedded on their webpage because I couldn't do it on YouTube. So I was like, oh, screw it, Mike. I'm gonna abuse Mike a little bit on this, but it is an 80% build of a P320 that has it's the M17 cut in it. So this company does the M17 cuts in them. But yeah, it's fun to just kind of talk to these things. But yeah, like Bob, I finally had Bob on the podcast this year. Finally, it took a while.
Man, that's
Bob. But yeah, Bob's a great guy. But anyways, we've been talking for a little bit here. Falco, we have 7 entries for Falco, 8 watchers. #Falco to get into that drawing.
Come on, guys. Come on.
So somebody slacking out.
Angry Sarge, we'll let you win. You know, participate in this
No,
one.
we
Just go
won't.
ahead.
No, we won't. If Angry Sarge comes up again.
All right, Steven and Angry Sarge, you're both out.
So
No, I'm kidding.
But yeah, well, it's kind of crazy. You know, I look back over 7 years, and it's amazing just thinking about all the stuff I've had my hands on for content. It's pretty crazy thinking about.
There are some things I wish I could have taken video of, but I couldn't. So you know.
See, I'm looking towards the future now.
Yeah,
changing
like
my channel up a little bit.
Yeah, when every time I go into and hang out with Mark, he won't let me take video of the gun safe.
Why?
He doesn't want anybody to see it. But
I can only imagine what that gun safe would be like too.
Oh man, let me tell you, it's like Candyland inside.
So for those who don't know Mark, tell everybody who Mark is.
Mark Novak, he's the guy, the YouTube gunsmith that does the YouTube channel.
Amazing work.
Anvil. He does Anvil. It's basically he shows a bunch of old firearms and he repairs them. He doesn't show you word for word how to repair them, just he goes and repairs them and shows you the before and after.
I've learned a lot of stuff watching his videos. I've learned a whole lot of stuff. He's smart.
Full disclosure, he was in the Navy. He was in a submarine. Let me tell you, he is unfiltered off air, completely unfiltered, just like he just got off the boat.
He's used to being something long, hard, and full of semen. What do you want? I
mean, no. He's but either way, Mark is a really great guy, and I'm glad that I met him.
So Derek, you were talking about future. You're looking forward to the future.
So
we're taking the channel to a different.
See, I know what Derek's talking about.
Yeah, so I can't disclose too much of it because I really haven't sent out the proposal or brought it because I'm getting the thing fixed right now. But we're going to be doing a huge project that could pretty much be never ending. And it involves guns and off-roading and everything. I hate saying the term lifestyle, but it's going to be cool because of the way things are set up and the way I'm going to be doing it. So I'm like really looking forward to the future of the channel. And plus now with putting together the new display wall, getting the new bench built for the reloading part of the channel and everything. And it's going to be in the next year. It's going to be like this time next year. It's going to be one big rush. And I don't want to give out too much about what it is, but it's going to be cool. It's going to be a lot more stuff out in the field.
Derek and I have talked for hours about this, and trust me, it's cool. Where he's going with this thing, I'm jealous, dude. I'm a little jealous about that project. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little jealous about it. So, well, let's see here. We've been running an hour 13. Okay. Ghost just jumped in. So let's give away the last thing. So hashtag Falco, you got 1 minute before we give away the custom holster set that they're going to do. So make sure you put in hashtag Falco. It's FALCO. And but yeah, it's I'm looking forward to the future too. I've been doing this for 7 years, and
I'm right behind you. So
yeah,
I'm
are
6.
So what years did you guys start?
18.
I don't know.
18. Okay.
2018.
I'm about to say, I don't know. Count back 7 for me.
I'm thinking. I think I started 2014. So yeah,
so 10 years.
I've been here a while.
So for those of you who don't know how we came up with the name of the channel, we used to have a dog named Banshee. She died, I guess, about 11 years ago. She passed away. And 10 years ago, we got another dog, and we named her Rogue. And we swear that Rogue is the reincarnation of Banshee. Like the mannerism, it's a completely different breed. I mean, both are mixed breeds because they're pound dogs. But it was it was interesting seeing that it's almost like we get to relive our life. So that's how we came up with the name of the Rogue Banshee. It's actually 2 of our dogs. Hey, our Stewart's out there. Man, you were getting in right at the end here. Make sure you quick throw in hashtag Falco because we're getting ready to give away the last gift of the night. It is a custom leather holster, a custom leather belt with a single mag holster from Falco. It is our last. Falco is, and I know everybody's heard this a couple of times tonight, they are the original sponsors of the podcast. Been great working with them over the past few years. It was funny is they have a carbon fiber holster. It was stolen at SHOT Show.
Oh, I remember that.
This year. So the funny thing is that I had that holster for 6 months after the previous SHOT Show. That came up here to Montana and I was playing with it. So when it got stolen out of the booth at SHOT Show this year, what's so funny is they actually turned it into an amazing marketing opportunity where they actually like in the booth printed up a sign like missing, and it was kind of funny.
So good, someone stole it.
So yeah. So I teased everybody. I teased everybody at Falco, telling them that their carbon fiber holster is doing really great for me. They don't laugh too much about that joke, but no, it's an expensive holster. It is actually carbon fiber. It's a cool holster. Great idea. Now let's give away a holster here. Must be present to win. So if you are not in the chat, you bailed early. Sorry. We will pull again. And let's see who we get here. And Steven left.
Oh,
it doesn't matter.
Again.
Yeah, we got to do it again. I know he left.
Yeah, he left.
We're going to tease him about. Well, that's okay because we knocked him out because he already won something tonight.
Yes.
So did Angry Sarge. So
did Angry Sarge. Come on. And it's going to be Artak. Artak. Hey.
Nice.
Artak is a
Sarge is like, I win.
Yeah, no Sarge. So Artak, man, make sure you drop me a line. It's just what did I say the email address we're using?
Winner at trb.fyi.
Winner at trb.fyi. So send me a line, send me an email, winner at trb.fyi with your contact info and let me know if Sarge's I didn't win because I didn't enter. Caleb, I forgot to put the hashtag marker out there. But yeah, that's yes, me. Yes, me. So
stop telling on me.
So yeah, definitely Artak, send me you're gonna like that. I think you're gonna like that holster, and I got a feeling that's gonna end up on your channel. Since he is a YouTuber.
Oh no.
But yeah, it's been great, man. Everybody, it's been great. 7 years of doing this thing. Like Derek, I am looking forward to the future. There are going to be some changes to the channel coming up. There is. It's time.
I hate
it's
to
time
do this, guys, but I got to bounce out. I got to get my son to work.
Yep.
We got to do a live stream.
Eric found out he didn't win, so he's like, I'm out. He's
like, I'm out, yo.
No, I'm going to be putting it on my phone and listening to it in the car. So the next hashtag comes up, I can put it in real quick.
That's the last hashtag.
That's the last. That's
the last one. So yeah, man, thank you so much for jumping in, man. And we'll have to. I think we're due to catch up soon. So we'll catch up offline.
Okay. Later, guys.
So, but yeah, there is going to be some changes coming to the channel. It's just inevitable that change comes, but there's still going to be gun content there.
Don't like
there's certain things I got to do to stay alive.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, it's going to be fun, man. I've had a great 7 years. It's been great having an audience that has grown with me. I mean, some of the comments I get are awesome. I love hearing people that they watch my videos and they've, I have videos for like the Winchester 94 series. Like I've had someone, I think from Australia, that left a comment about he got, a gun back up and running. I've seen a couple comments about like guns they've inherited that got back up and running. So that's the stuff that keeps me going. I really love doing this stuff, and I'm looking forward to keep on doing it for a long time. Man, Mike, tell everybody how they can get a hold of you.
Well, look me up on YouTube, Night Strike. Look for the logo. Oh wait, not that logo.
For those of you on the audio side, it's Night Strike. It's Stryke.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, everybody, man, thanks for joining us. Thanks for hanging out with us for the past hour and 20 minutes. And man, I really look forward to bringing you all kinds of content in the future. Everybody, man, stay safe and look forward to talking to you again soon.